In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I use my IRA to generate some $4,300 on my very first trade. Stick around. I know you're going to like this one. Hey, welcome back, everyone. It is time for another red hot cover call video. Well, that's right. I'm back in front of the camera. Yeah, that's right. We're back in front of the camera. I'm going to show you my very first real live IRA trade. Remember what I told you. I'm using my 401k for which I rolled over to an IRA. And now I have options ability in my rolled over IRA. Now, for me, you know, this is a literal playground. And the one thing we're going to try to do in 2023 is place trades where we generate $15,000 to $18,000 a month. Now, I know for some of you, this is absolutely unbelievable. But what you need to know is this: when you sell premium, you can generate these kind of returns. Okay, so sit back and watch how I'm going to use my rolled over IRA to generate $15,000 a month this year in 2023. Now, look, I did my very first trade yesterday. Now, I'm going to tell you this. You got to give me some runway here. If you're bored with how I talk or why I talk or I talk too much, well, just go find somebody else that has this kind of passion and energy to share my story, give you a peek over my shoulder, a successful active trader's shoulder, say that 15 times, right? Seeing the world through my eyes. Look, I come from the old school where I could read a book, watch multiple videos, but I'm not going to really get my hands around this unless somebody shows me. So my YouTube channel is all about showing my trades, talking about them, so maybe you learn something, right? You see 1, 2, 3 videos, and next thing you know, you are encouraged and motivated to take your financial future in your hands. And watching me do it, you get comfortable and confident, inspired. Okay? That's what it's all about here, man. I make nothing on YouTube. I'm not a YouTube creator that makes his income with YouTube. Okay? I think I made $64 last week. At the end of the day, I make my money. I pay the bills with the money I use to generate income. Then I come back here and I show you those trades, hoping somebody out there will learn and they'll change their financial future. Now, I know you exist because you've told me over the years, right? We've been doing this 5-6 years. I have generated over $450,000 of selling premium cash. Yeah, that's right. Again, this is all about you watching, you learning, asking questions, getting comfortable. And at the end of the day, man, if you say, look, if that cat can do it, I can do it too. So sit back, watch this video for my mindset. Okay? That's another thing on YouTube. Everybody says, look, man, these mindset people trying to sell you something. I'm not selling you anything, man. You're either going to hang with me or you're not. Okay? But it does have to be about mindset. If you're not prepared mentally for the stock market game, you just should sit on the bench. Sit on the bench. Okay? Hate to be that man in the mirror for you, but at the end of the day, man, the bills don't stop. Okay? The bills do not stop. So we have to stay the course. And man, if you don't have a plan for retirement, let me be that man in the mirror. You best be worried. You best be panicking. See, I've been reading articles where, oh, you don't have to panic. What are you talking about, man? Now is the time to take your financial future in your hands. Okay? I hope you do that. I truly hope you do that. Now, let's talk about what we're talking about today. $4,300 on my very first trade. I'm going to show you that trade here in a second, but let's get through this. If you like anything you hear today, I want you to subscribe to the channel. I come back every single week, show you timely and relevant covered call and cash secure put trades. That's what we're talking about today. I use the cash secure put to generate upfront income in this trade, and we're going to talk about it. And hey, look, if you like this video today, bang that like button. It lets me know you like what I'm doing. And what we're doing is this. We're talking about my very first trade in my IRA. Now, you know, for the past 5 and 6 years, I've used my taxable account, right? We've used the taxable account to generate all of those profits that I show you right here on YouTube, right? Well, now we're talking IRA, and it is literally a playground for me. So my goal is to generate $15,000 a month. Well, we begin that journey with this trade, and I'm going to show you and talk to you about why I decided to make this trade. We used UDOW, and UDOW is a leveraged ETF to the Dow Jones, right? The Dow Jones, the top 30 stocks, all that stuff. We're going to use the Dow to generate some near-term covered call or cash secure put profits. Now, in this case, I decided to use the cash secure put. We're going to start with the cash secure put. Now, if you don't know what the cash secure put is, essentially I'm telling the stock market I'll buy your shares for a certain price, right? I'll give you a certain amount of time to make that decision to assign me your shares, and you're going to pay me a per share premium up front for setting my cash to the sideline. It's just that simple. And as you could see, on this day, which was yesterday, you could see right there, 20 contracts. I did 20 contracts, sold the March 17th. Okay, the March 17th, I actually screwed that up for the members there. That should say March 17th because you could see it right down here. Okay, this is a 43-day trade, and I sold somebody the right, but not the obligation, to assign me their shares at 56. Now, the stock is trading for 60 when I do this. Okay, we're going to go to the charts. I'm going to show you all the chart stuff, but I want to set this trade up. Okay, I sent this to the members. And oh yes, I have a membership, and if you want to be a part of it, I give you 1 free month. cptdashboard.com, click Upgraded Dashboard. You're going to get these kind of communications and videos all the time. In fact, yesterday I did 2 videos on Bros, for which I did a covered call with my 200 shares and a covered call on my 2 leaps doing a poor man's covered call. And in that poor man's covered call video, I showed him exactly how I did it. So if you're out there wondering about using the poor man's cover call and how it works, you want to be a part of the membership, because this is what I do for the members. And this is what I did for the members when I decided to do this trade. I send them my trades. In and out, they get a summary of why I entered the trade and why I exited the trade. And what I told them was this. Here's the flat out deal. The Fed came out and basically turned on the stock market. They said some things. Next thing you know, markets rallying. All those beautiful Dow stocks that had moved higher. We talked about this in my last couple videos. Merck rocketing, Gilead rocketing, pharmaceuticals rocketing. The reason is because they're a safe haven, right? They're a safe haven in a market that's a little sketch because they have profits, right? They have real businesses. Wall Street can safely place their money there. Well, those are Dow companies for the most part. And when the lid was popped, you notice what happened. Merck was down $4. All these stocks that they have been running up sold off, and all those tech stocks rallied. So you can see the ebb and flow, right? There's no secret, right? You buy here, you buy there, and you're really looking for that comfortable trade while this market figures itself out. So with that said, I decided to look at this next 30 days. We're going to talk about why I picked the 56 strike in particular here, okay? So stick with me. But what I told the members was this. Look, the Fed had some very positive remarks. The stock market probably is going to go higher. I think today all the Dow stocks were sold off because of the such tremendous run they've had, right? The money that's left on the table, no. Wall Street does not leave money on the table. You and I might as regular traders, but not Wall Street. So that's what they're doing. Peeling off the Dow while they run everything else up. So with that said, if I believe the stock market is going to trade sideways to higher, maybe a couple down days here or there, but sideways to higher, and UDOW is currently down today, well, that's a great opportunity to get involved with UDOW. So that's what I decided to do. Instead of buying the shares, I'm going to start this off for a cash secure put. I want to get upfront premium. Pay me upfront setting this money to the side. Now look, this is a positive 3.4% cash on cash trade for 40-something days. Okay, so this is beating the stock market, right? It's going to pocket some $4,300 in cash flow. Think about that. That is what we're looking to do. So now let's go to the charts. I'm going to show you exactly why I picked the 56 strike. Now look, before I get there, I really have to say, being in retirement and I'm able to focus a little bit more Hell, a lot more in the membership. I love doing these videos where I send out a Money Monday or I revisit a trade that I talked about. Absolutely love it. And the last two videos were these Dutch Bros videos where I talked about, I think Dutch Bros, even though it's had this phenomenal run, still is a possible play. And of course, I had the leaps. I decided to write the poor man's covered call. We did that. I showed the members that trade. I love doing that. I love sharing my talent. Now let's go ahead and get to this UDOW trade because I want to show you what I was thinking. Remember, it's mindset here. It's mindset. A lot of people get scared. A lot of people get scared of these runs, right? They worry that they're getting in high and the market's going to peel off and they're going to get stuck, right? Well, again, it goes back to the mindset. And the Fed is doing a lot right now to help the stock market get back to where it was. In fact, this is insane. Look at this run up from VID right here. From the VID bottom, it's gotten to the top. It crashed for the most part during 2022, and it has made its way back up. But notice the difference, man. Every time it pops, Wall Street doesn't buy it. They sell it off, making lower lows, right? Pop it, lower lows. Pop it, lower lows. Pop it, and look at this. We start to stabilize. Do you see this? This is definitely an indicator. This is telling us something. Okay? So let me zoom in on the chart and I'm going to show you why I picked the 56 strike. And by the way, UDOW is absolutely popping. Remember, UDOW was trading at what? 60.50 yesterday when I made that trade. So I got some nice put premium because the stock was down, right? We want to enter a put trade when the stock is down, right? Then we want to find that sweet spot, that sweet number where you feel comfortable owning the stock. Okay. So if I did the cash secure put at 60 yesterday, okay, the cash secure put at 60, I'm not feeling warm and fuzzy, right? This thing has made this run and it could easily peel back to this number right here, right? Do you see that? It's rallied, peeled, rallied, peeled, rallied, and it's probably going to peel, right? So I'm not comfortable with the 60 strike. I could have got about $3.30 had I picked a 60 strike. I didn't feel comfortable with it, man. I said, look, give me that support line. Where is it at? Show me, John. Where's the support line? I'm going to tell you this. In this market, support and resistance lines sometimes can be worthless. They really can. But in this case, we're talking about the Dow. Yeah, I'm using UDOW, which is a leveraged ETF to the Dow. It's an ETF, 3X ETF to the Dow. I'm going to use the indexes here because, again, this is not buying an individual stock, and I'm then subject to the individual ebbs and flows of that company, right? It's the Dow, right? I love using the Dow, the S&P, the NASDAQ, right? So we're going to use the Dow here. So notice what I did. I looked at this support line and said, you know what? At the end of the day, where does Wall Street buy this? Where do they buy this? And sure enough, it's right here, right? It's right here. They're buying it right here. And what number is that? If you look across the board, it's about the 56 strike. Now, the question is, 56 strike, does it give me the premium I want? Okay? Because if we're going to enter this trade, I want to make some money. In this case, the 56 strike provides a 3.8 cash on cash 42-day trade or $4,300, right? We did 20 contracts pocketing $4,300 in upfront cash. But again, it goes back to the support line here. We talked about the market rallying and then peeling off lower lows. But on this recent run, it did the exact same thing, but now the news is coming out a little different. Wall Street's starting to get the warm and fuzzies that the Fed is going to take care of this. Now, whether you believe that or not, hey, that's you. I believe that's the case. And as it rallied, it stayed sideways, right? It's not making higher highs and then lower lows, feeling like we put a cash secure put in here, stock just gets crushed. Not at all. I believe, okay, this is my support line right here on UDOW being 56. So I get a little bit of downside protection, don't I? Right when I place this trade, it's trading at 60x, right? So the stock has to fall to 56 before I'm challenged, right? Before I'm challenged. Because remember, they can stick me with their shares at 56. So with the stock trading up here, right, even on this little down tick, I know it wasn't much of a down tick, but if I'm going to get action, I got to do it, right? I have from 60 to 56. That's a 4-point move. Now, I know that UDOW will move in 3% moves. So that really doesn't mean much, but I do feel good. That's a nice 4% downside cushion. And in an absolute worst case scenario, I got the $2.20. So my real downside protection is down here, 53x. So my belief and feeling is this: even in the worst case scenario where I'm signed to shares at 56, which by the way isn't the worst case scenario, but let's just say that is. Well, let's just talk about the 56 strike. I have a true downside protection of around 53x. So that is my true cost basis. But you know me, I don't like using my premium for cost basis. No. That's supposed to be cash flow. I've spent it on the Verizon bill, right? So my true cost basis on this trade will be 56, and we roll from there. Well, let's say I'm assigned the shares at 56. Well, you know what I'm going to do, right? We have another 30 days, and what we're going to look to do is write that probably tight to the money, if I can, tight to the money, covered call. And hopefully we can be profitable. We'll manage the trade. We're talking an index here, the Dow. It isn't like this thing's going to fall off the plate. It's not going to shoot through the charts either. With that said, the reason I decided the 56 strike is because of that trading pattern where we're at. And quite frankly, even if the markets were to adjust and fall, I believe this little bit of cushion here gives me the warm and fuzzies, and it'll bounce off of that near-term support. Absolutely love the 56 strike here. And I'll tell you what, I love collecting upfront premium before I get the shares. If you're asking me, perfect way to start a selling premium trade. Now, look, I've been posting a lot on Facebook, so you want to go over to Facebook, search The Real CPT Dashboard. I want you to follow that page. I constantly let the followers on Facebook know where I'm at. Hey, if you're not a member, you're not going to get all those videos and all the emails and all that stuff that members get, seeing the world through my eyes, taking a peek over an active, successful trader's shoulder. You're not going to get that. But you know what you're going to get? You're going to get a steady flow of content of what I'm doing when I'm not here on YouTube. Okay? So if you're interested, I give you one free month. Head over, cptdashboard.com. Would love to welcome you aboard. Next video, we're going to talk about the next IRA trade I'm going to do. Yeah, I didn't use all my money for this trade. I tell you what, we're going to make 3 trades in the month of February. So I want you to stick around, subscribe to the channel, bang that like button, and be ready to be motivated and inspired by someone that has taken his financial future in his own hands, and he's determined to be successful. Hey, look, man, the bills do not stop, and nor do I. So until next video, be safe, be healthy, most important, be lucky. And until next time, may all your covered calls be profitable.